Hold up, hey, boy, what up? You know what? What's up? What's up? Forget it.
All right, there we go. So I know I'm not gonna have any viewers right now. I usually get my viewers after I do my videos. So I'm gonna ramble on by myself for a minute. Guess where I'm at, guys? Let me see if I can see this. I'm gonna pan on around, show y'all where I am actually sitting at right now. Now, for my trucker friends, I'm about to also pan around to my Qualcomm so y'all can see why I'm sitting where I'm sitting right now. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can see right there up there in that corner. You see that? Yeah, buddy. That's why this video is titled This Trucker Life Ain't for the Faint at Heart. If you are the type that's like squirmish about being on the side of the road, honey, you might want to plan out a new career. Um, I don't even know what to say right now. Like, look, so there's reasons behind why I'm parked here on the side of the road. Besides the obvious, like what I just showed you guys, that my clock has ran out on its 14. Yeah. Besides the fact that my clock has run out on its 14, I am parked on the side of the road because I've already had two violations. Haven't had two violations. Meaning I've had them according to uh, my logbook, but by the grace of God, thank you, God, I have not been stopped for neither one. The first one that I had was over a week ago. No, it's about a week now. And that one was major. It was my very first one, but it was due to misguided information from an extended coverage um, fleet leader. And yeah, so it is what it is. That one was a learning lesson. Now, my second one, which occurred actually just yesterday, it occurred just yesterday, and y'all wouldn't believe it occurred by 3 minutes. Literally, I was almost safe by 3 minutes. So, the situation with yesterday, um, I was en route to the terminal, and I was running short on my 70. I was running short on my 70, but somehow, some way, my 14 got ate up. I know how it got ate up. It got ate up at the shipper, actually. And then driving helped the rest of it. But I was en route to the terminal and hit some real bad traffic. Literally, like, there was an accident on 76. Some cars decided to play bumper cars and crash into each other. It is what it is. So I sat there for like 30 something, 40 minutes, and that ate up a lot of my time. So by the time I got back to actually moving and rolling, I literally had um, 12 minutes left on my clock. And the closest safe space um, was a rest stop, and that was 15 minutes or 15 miles. 15 minutes, 15 miles up the road. So you do the math. 15 miles and 12 minutes on the clock. So literally, as I rode up to the rest stop, I couldn't even get into the rest stop. It wasn't even a big rest stop, and good thing that it wasn't like packed to capacity all on the entrance ramp, because there was quite a few trucks. But as I rode up, I literally violated by 3 whole minutes. I was like, wait a minute, 3 minutes? Damn. Like, if you ask me, I really believe they need to give grace periods. If you underneath 5 minutes stopping time and you stopped within 5 minutes, I think you should be okay. But like it was explained to me, and I understand it. Even in them 5 minutes, things can happen. You can get some jackass that don't know how to drive to crash into you, and it's technically still your fault because you shouldn't have been in motion. You should have been stopped. So that brings me to why I am stopped on the side of Highway I-71 in Kentucky. Like literally just came into Kentucky a few miles back. I stopped at a safe space, but it was overpacked. So there was no place to park. And I had an hour left on my clock at that time. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see all of this construction. It's like this in every freaking state. Like when I tell y'all it is like this in every freaking state. So that's why I'm on the side of the highway, because there was no exit ramp for me to come up at and be cleared, because there's construction on the exit and entrance ramps. Um, I don't even know where the next entrance ramp is at. I came up at one thinking I can park at Home Depot. No, this Home Depot was literally in a shopping plaza, and it said strictly enforced, no semis. Like, y'all just don't like us. We deliver your shit. We bring you your product. Like, come on, now have a heart. Love us semi drivers. Like, come on. We keep America moving. And they treat us like foreign foreigners. I mean, excuse me, I ain't no Donald Trump, so I ain't trying to talk about nobody. I love everybody, but they really treat us like stepchildren out here. Like, bump that you bring us our products, you keep us in motion. Nah, you can't park on our property. Drop our shit and leave, basically. So I just had to come to y'all and show y'all this is what you go through. Like, literally, if you looking to be a truck driver, I'm gonna need you to grow some real tough skin. Um, make them balls extra thick, ladies. My ladies out there, especially. This, they always say this is a man's world, right? But we taking over. Truth be told, there's a lot of women that are taking over in this industry. And a matter of fact, like, take for instance with my company. I love my company because every time I look around, I see quite a few women really putting it down. But the thing about it is, ladies, when you come out here, there are going to be some circumstances and situations that you are going to have to adapt to. Like, I get this question all the time. Well, how do y'all use the bathroom, like on the road, right? Like right now, do you see a port? First off, I don't even use porta potties. That's just disgusting to me. What I'm about to tell you might not be too much better, but I don't do porta potties. But do y'all see a bathroom? Do y'all see a rest area? It's a hospital across the expressway, but who about to hop the median to go to it? But I get asked the question all the time, and excuse my phone, it's like notifications is blowing up. Let me put that on do not disturb or something. Good gracious, good people. When I'm sitting here by myself, don't nobody want to talk to me. But I get asked the question all the time. Well, how do y'all use the bathroom? So I'm gonna tell you, my sister, love her to death. She taught me this when I went out on the truck with her for a few weeks. You got to do what you got to do. I'm about to invest actually into what's considered a portable bathroom type thing. Oh, I had to look behind me. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to look behind me. I saw flashing lights, and right about now, I don't need DLT or anybody else's T trying to roll up on me to ask me why I'm stopped on the side of the highway. Please, Lord, watch over me tonight. Y'all out there, because I got 2 viewers, and I know I'm going to have more. I'm going to need y'all to pray for me. Like, I'm going to need y'all to really be praying for me. Like, keep Reese safe tonight, please. But she taught me something that's very valuable in this trucking life. Use a cup. Use a cup. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the money is good, so I overlook a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just talked to my fleet leader um, earlier today because I had some concerns about my performance. You know, I'm an overachiever, and I do not like to fall short or feel like at any point in time that my job could be in jeopardy because I'm not performing up to par. But she told me, she said, girl, she said, why is you stressing? She said, you doing excellent. She said, Joe, she looked up my numbers today. She said, you running 2,400 miles a week. My goal was 25. So I'm just 100 miles shy of my goal. So I'm doing really, really well. I also talked to my mentor, and she told me, she said, I'm really doing well on the scoreboard. So I'm happy about that. So little things like that make me overlook having to pee in a cup. Don't go telling nobody that Reese gave away the secret. Like, yeah, that's crazy. I'd rather pee in a cup than in a porta potty. Yes, it's weird shit, but it is what it is. But other than that, guys, let me pan and show y'all some stuff real quick. Like, I got the best office. Even though I'm sitting off a highway right now, I am looking, and excuse my windshield. It's like bug crap. Like, they literally fly into the windshield. And it's so funny when you're rolling down the highway and you see one coming towards your truck, and it's like they do a quick, oh no, and go the other way. But look up at that sky. Like, it is so pretty. I don't know if it's gonna be clear enough tonight for stars. I don't know if you guys can see the moon about right there. Yep. So I got like office, um, the best office that you could ever ask for. I be rolling down the highway and just have some real beautiful scenery. I know the other day, I can't even remember where I was at. I can't. I be somewhere everywhere now. But I where I want to take pictures and video and be like, look, my office space is better than your office space. But I couldn't because I definitely have to keep both hands on the steering wheel sometimes. Um, but yeah, I love what I do. But I really want to let y'all know this is not for the sissies. This is not for the wusses. This is not for those that just, oh my God, I might break a nail. I keep my nails done. I get asked that all the time. Well, how do you wear those without breaking them? You learn to deal with it. I'm going to be a girly girl out here. You know, I have my moments where I act like a boy sometimes. I definitely talk like a sailor at times. But it is what it is, baby. I'm gonna be a lady though. You know, I got a compliment earlier. I went to go weigh up at I was at a Love's, matter of fact. I went to go weigh up, and yes, today I just so happened to be in a skirt. It was laundry day, so I had to put on a skirt. Um, and I walked into the Love's, and the attendant was like, "Oh my gosh, you're the prettiest trucker I've seen." I'm like, "Oh well, thank you." And you know, it makes you feel good because I'm like, shoot. One thing I do not want to become is one of them flannel wearing trucker women that look like real hard. Don't do their hair. Don't put on no makeup. Even though I don't wear makeup, but um, just look really rough. I don't want to do that. I want to stay looking like a lady. Let me turn on that light. Give y'all some visual of your girl. So anyway, if you out there and you watching, drop me a what's up. Say something to me. If you ever see me out here in these streets, you know, say something. And if you want to let me know what city and state you're in, so maybe if I'm rolling through and I get some downtime, I can say, hey, come do a meet and greet, you know. I like stuff like that. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm not going to talk your ear off anymore. It's been going on, it's like 15 minutes, I guess. I may come back. I may not. I'm about to go to sleep because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I definitely don't want to be on this highway longer than I have to. So the moment my 10 hours is up, because you have to be rested off duty for at least 10 hours before I can move my vehicle. So the moment my 10 hours is up, best believe I'm gonna be up the road somewhere, stopped again maybe, or probably I don't know if I'm gonna probably stop again because I literally have 9 hours to gain for tomorrow's trip. I'm on my way to home time in Georgia, and I got a load that I need to go ahead and drop, and I need to drop it tomorrow. That way, my home time can start on the 14th, and I don't have to delay. And I don't even know how many more hours I got to this trip. I think it's like um, 11 more hours. No, about 10 more hours. 10 more. Yeah, about 10 more hours to this trip. Um, and that's pretty much a full day. Like any of my truckers know, 10, 11 hours, you can run at 11. Actually, I take that lie back. You can run a 10 and a half hour clock. Like I can drive literally 10 and a half hours legally because you have to take a 30-minute. Um, but that's the thing. Who does that? Don't nobody really want to run their clock out like that. And me, myself personally, I'm not running 10 and a half hours straight on a 30-minute break. My eyeballs would be done, fell out my head. I'd be tired. Yeah, that's not safe. So, Um, like I said, I got 10 hours to run. I may do it all tomorrow. But even if I don't complete it all tomorrow, I want to have this load dropped first thing in the morning, at least on the 14th. If I could drop this thing early, early, early in the morning on the 14th, and then go ahead and hurry up and go home, drop my truck off at the terminal. I got a rental car waiting on me. I can go on about my life and enjoy my little 4 days off. Yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. So anyway, got to go. Got to go to sleep. That way I can move this truck in the morning. At least by 4 a.m. I think I should be ready to roll and able to roll by 4 a.m. All right, guys. It's been real. See you. Bye. Oop, now I just need to learn how to turn it off.